They must really hate their Wizarding Mayor. No, they don't. Look, the global happiness is great. They love their Wizarding Mayor. They think he's the best. Greetings and welcome back to the spellbound, snow-filled world of Cities Skylines, Snowfall. That's right, we're back in the new Wizarding City, which still is as yet unnamed, or the Wizarding Region even, as it is. And we have various problems that we need to deal with. The entire village is now made up of criminals. There's just criminals everywhere. Like, it's completely turned to evil. The Hobo Wizard has worked his nefarious arts and just turned everyone to the dark side. Well, we're not having it. Yes, we need a fire station as well. But first, we need to restore some law and order here and get people to be a little bit more, sensible and things. So, we need some wizard cops. In fact, these are going to be not wizard cops, but the due south wizard Mounties. Because, of course, Mounties are the best form of snowy cops, as we know from, Canada, and the fact that they have Mounties. And Mounties always get their men. And so, here in this Wizarding town, look, you just watch. Watch them go flying out. Obviously, they would normally be riding, like, mounts of some kind, but in the Wizarding City, they just have to ride police cars. It's not quite as exciting, but it's much more practical. So they're going to go out and start doling out their unique form of Mountie justice to all the evil wizards. Look at them. Look, they're just knocking them off bit by bit, cleaning up the town one snowy street at a time. And due south, of course, because the best Mountie of all time was a Mountie who travelled to America, because that's where all the important things happen. And although he wasn't, an actual policeman in America, he continued to solve crimes while searching for the killer of his wife, I believe, who he may or may not have ever found. If you know if the due south Mountie ever indeed did catch his wife's killer, then please do let me know, because obviously I'm now not going to be able to sleep until I have that information. But either way, after doing that, he has moved to here, the snowy town, where he has taken up his duties as the due south Wizard Mounties Chief of Police. Good! A building has burnt down. We've only got 900 wizard bucks. We need more for a police station, for a fire station, which we will kind of eventually get around to building. But look, what have we got here? Fruit for all. Fruit. This is the real cereal. There are multiple problems for the juice press. Well, there would be if you're trying to grow fruit in, minus 13 degrees centigrade temperature region with just snow everywhere. It doesn't seem sensible. We should probably just import our fruit. I can hear lots of pigs, but I can't actually see any pigs. Oh, there's some pigs. There are the pigs. Shouldn't they be hairy, like wild boars? That would make a lot more sense. Phil's Fields. Well, possibly. Massive residential demand. We're going to need to expand. We're going to need to create a new town. We'll actually create a little offshoot town over here, I think. That's what we're going to do for the farmers. And we're going to run out of money, obviously. So that's going to have to be it for now. That's just it. And I built it. Why didn't I build it here? Have we got enough? No. We don't have enough. We are making money though, so look, we're going to be able to. We'll expand it back in this direction. We'll not be completely useless. We'll just be mostly useless. Come on, bring in some money, bring in some bucks so that I can build this and get the town started. Why is the money going down? Money should not be going down. Look, we're in the positive. Weekly income should be. Now our weekly income is now negative. Why is weekly income now negative? What's wrong with you people? Alright, where can we build some houses just in the meantime? I guess we can build some houses here. Nobody's built out in the middle of that forest, surprisingly enough, miles from the road. We could mix in a bit of housing along here, look. People do like to live along the side of a frozen river, as I think I have previously alluded to. Here we go, just a few houses on that road. We'll keep them spread out, we won't put too many there. But still we need more. We could build a house for the people who live in the power station. Look, it's just... There you go. You can have a house right next to the coal power station. That's where people can live who, frankly, just have to be there 24 hours a day. And, you know, for whom even the prospect of going the short distance from town to there is terrible. Somebody's burnt down the hobo wizard's house! Oh, no wonder things are going badly. He's obviously very upset and has turned his ire upon me. Fine. We'll demolish your ruins, hobo wizard. You can build a new house there and hopefully be a little bit happier with things, and hopefully no one will come along and burn it down. Maybe that was the very fine gentleman. Is he moving in on the town already as well? It's entirely possible they're going to bring their feud here, which wouldn't bode well for the poor residents of this town, especially considering how... Look, everything's burning down. Because we haven't got any fire station, everything is now burning down everywhere, all the time. Can't you people just use snow to put out fires? Just put a few, we'll dot a few houses along here. Nothing big. Like this. Snort, snort. Who wouldn't want to live somewhere where you could just perpetually hear the snorting of pigs? Clearly nobody. Sunny Grain has built a thriving operation here for their ready sliced fruit. Sunny Grain, ready sliced fruit. Really? I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't think the cows think so either. Where are the cows? Where are you cows? We're a tiny town! This is good. This is very good because it means we will A, get a big cash lump sum, and B, it just means we're growing and hopefully our profits have started to come in again. We can build the high school. We've got some other stuff. We can build decoration, parks and recreation. All sorts of good things like that. Look, these are now available to us. And we have 19,000, so we can build a fire station. So let's do that before anyone else burns to the ground. A firehouse. I think we're going to build it there, weren't we? Right next to the snow dump. They can just take the melted snow and put it straight into the fire engine for, the wizarding fire engine for use putting out fires and things, obviously. Obvs. Alright, so we're making money again, we've got a little bit of cash in the bank, so I think it's time we expanded this little farming village residential region out. Obviously got the pipes hooked up so that people can actually have water and important things like that, so that they can, you know, I still think they should just be able to go outside and melt the snow, as long as they've got electricity. But apparently these wizards are too lazy for that sort of thing, so let's just kind of like wrap the roads around. We'll build maybe like a little sort of like circle here. It can be like a little village centre, a little circular village centre. It's obviously, you know, a thing of great and impressive beauty. And then because we've got pipes out in this direction, we'll just have like a little street leading out there as well. I don't think I'm going to connect the two up. I think we'll just have it like that. It's sort of... I've got an idea. I think I know what I've got to do now. It's like a man! It's like a man waving his arms around in great joy. And obviously he has no legs. Or maybe like that main road there is kind of a really big pair of legs. Obviously it's a thing of great and enduring beauty. And equally obviously, I have spent all of my money and now can't afford the infrastructure to make it work properly. But that's fine. Most of it will be just fine. So I'm just going to plonk down, fill it up with residential, I think, all the way around the arms, around the top of the head. Whack down a little bit of commercial just here, just between like the main farming area and the residential bit, so that people can visit the shops, whether they be at work or at home, making access, of course, just absolute breeze. Infrastructure, you wait and see. Infrastructure in this city will be near perfect. People will be able to get anywhere they need to go. There'll be no traffic jams. It's a shame we haven't unlocked trains yet, or public transport, or indeed the new trams, which I'm looking forward to. I would love to be able to actually build all of that stuff out from the beginning, even from these sort of like small starting positions, so I don't know, I might have to have a think about that. I might have to have a think about possibly using some kind of magic. We'll just zone this up because we've got zones, so we probably better had to. And I'll give it a name. I think, what do we call this? We call it like the Snow Creature Feature, maybe? Snow Creature Feature? It's a strange name for a village or a town, I'll grant you, but that's what it's going to be called because that's what it is. It looks almost like a little lamb or something, but actually no, it is a snow creature, a little lamb and like a little man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, alright? I'm just making this stuff up as I go along. I'm sure it'll look good at some point in the future, and we'll just have to wait until that point arrives and make do in the meantime. Let's take a little wander around in first person, shall we? I think it's important for the mayor to get down among his minions and actually, you know, take a look at the town and see how things are working and see how people are enjoying the place. There is the new fire station, obviously. That means that I guess this is like the snow dump, where all the snow gets dumped by the the snow plows. There we go, appearing magically in front of the snow plow place. The snow dump, I believe it's called. So this is like that little residential area that we built up just next to it. It looks pretty nice. It looks pretty affluent. Nice bit of snow on the roofs there, and generally people having a good old time. I say affluent. It's probably not affluent. It's probably among the lowest quality of housing that you can get. But that's not important right now. That guy just passed right through his wizarding mare. I don't know if you realised that I was here. I presumably have my cloak of invisibility and indeed non-corporeality. Non-corporeality? I may have just made that word up. There's one of those beetle cars there. All very good. All you people look like you're having a great time wandering about. Look at this. Is that an elf? I think there might be elves. I'm pretty sure that's an elf in front of me right there. Like a Christmas elf rather than like a Lord of the Rings elf. Because Lord of the Rings elves are not small. They are, in fact, tall and generally better than people in almost every way. Good, fine, well, look, more of these beetle cars, looking very colourful. I think that's probably enough of that right now. We should get back into the sky and continue with our important wizarding mayor duties because, this town won't build itself. But at least we're making money right now. 844 wizard bucks a week. We've got 2,422 wizard bucks in the bank. I'm just going to kind of maybe extend this road up into the head here a little bit to give me a little bit more room to play with. I don't know if that was really strictly necessary, but I'm doing it now, so I'm going to finish. Well, you know what I could do? I could try and make like a little mouth or something. This is not going to be easy though. I want to get like it to be smiling. Obviously, that's okay, sort of. And now, like. The angle is wrong. The angle is all wrong. It looks a bit like a smile, I suppose. It could look a bit like a smile. We'll put a little bit of commercial right in the centre there, just so that there's kind of like a town centre or a village centre. Ooh, what's this? A skating rink. We need one of these, possibly in like Snow Creature feature, which is a bit more built up and a bit more kind of populous. And I think probably able to sustain an ice rink a little bit better. Where should we put it? It doesn't really have a town centre, the Snow Creature feature. It's just kind of a housing estate. I suppose this is kind of the town centre, but it's on the edge. It's more of the town's rear end. There we go. The town's rear end can now have an ice rink, which is looking very snazzy. Look at that Christmas tree. Obviously, it's always Christmas here in the snow-filled, snowbound, spellbound place that we live because magic keeps it so. Possibly it's the evil and nefarious magic of the hobo wizard keeping things frozen. But at least we're able to enjoy Christmas in a kind of perpetual state, which some people might also consider to be somewhat hellish. But not me. I love Christmas. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's leave that Christmas tree and the ice rink to regale this part of town with its awesomeness. Thomas Jackson. What did you have to say, Thomas Jackson? Latest news. A new type of deodorant. Well, we're not interested in your deodorant, obviously. It is as oh no, we've got power problems. We've expanded too far and too fast. And now, even the might of our coal-fired power station, which does not have a name, so it should obviously be named... Fire Elemental John. There we go. Fire Elemental John, the coal-fired power station, clearly not living up to his demand here. He's not able to produce anything like enough. 62 of 56. We need more power, but we don't have any money because, we never have any money here in this particular wizarding city. We'll just continue to blame it on the hobo wizard. It's bound to be his fault. 19,000 for a new coal power plant to supplement our power demands. We are a long way from that. 2,000 wizard bucks in the bank, making 900. We could take another loan. Our Silver Sunset Bank loan is still in progress at the moment. We could take a Global Credit Inc. loan, which is, of course, just another facet of the Hobo Wizard. But I don't really want to take out... I don't really want to end up in more debt to the Hobo Wizard. It just does not seem like a good idea. 260 weeks, 10% interest, weekly cost 253. We're going to hold off. Yes, okay, wizards are going to have to tolerate the fact that they're going to have no power, especially when it's particularly cold, but it's only minus 10 degrees, and we can't provide power to all of these people, even as it is, so they're just going to have to be more efficient. Be more efficient, people of Snow Creature feature. Clearly you're using far too much electricity. It's not, we don't approve. We don't think you should be using as much electricity as you are. You should come up with alternative means of powering and warming your homes, using the various magics that nobody has learned yet, because, of course, we haven't actually provided any form of education yet in this particular region. We prefer the minions to be, obviously, without that sort of education to prevent them from rising up, which is perhaps the only reason why when the evil wizard plague swept across our lands and turned everyone into Dark Jedis, there wasn't some kind of rebellion at that point. What if we moved Wind Spirit Wuxi to somewhere more windy? What we got here? Estimated production 7 megawatts. That's only 1 megawatt under its maximum production of 8, actually. And it looks pretty windy there. What have we got there? 7 megawatts, 8 megawatts. We'd need fresh infrastructure. We'd need to at least run power lines to them. And it's only an extra 1 megawatt, which actually would be enough right now to make a bit of a difference. But it would cost us money to move it, and I think it'd be better to just hold on until we can build another Wind Spirit, and use that as a stopgap, and then we'll save up for another coal power plant. I think that's probably the solution. They must really hate their Wizarding Mayor. No, they don't. Look, the global happiness is great. They love their Wizarding Mayor. They think he's the best. You're the best, is what they say when they go to bed, and they look at their little picture of the Wizarding Mayor that all inhabitants of the Wizarding City keep beside their beds, including this chap here, who is Moose, obviously. Is that Andre? Did we ever actually name a moose Andre, or is that just something that happened in my imagination? Is this how you spell Andre? Because if it is, we now have a moose named Andre. It should probably be Andre the Moose, just for clarity. But Andre the Moose is hanging out here. I think that actually is a lady moose. I think that might be confirmation. 4,800 wizard bucks. We're just going to hold on until we can make another Wind Spirit to go along with Wuxi and Whippet. 5,500, 5,600. Look, we're nearly there. We can actually count down. 5,700, 5,800. We're gonna build it any second now. Wind turbine. The new wind turbine shall be magically constructed. Obviously, where we get the most from it. Estimated production 7 megawatts. In it comes. We have summoned a new Wind Spirit into our city, and immediately it is producing 8 megawatts. Look at that, actually overproducing based on our pre-summoning estimates, which is good. It's good to have that in the city. We have averted yet another emergency situation. The people are going to be, praising their Wizarding Mayor tonight because they do so love me. Of course, that is as it should be. And I think that's probably where we're going to leave it for now, as the sun comes up over the horizon there in the distance, over the Snow Creature feature, and all of the people of this land. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Join me again for more Wizarding City, snow-filled stuff in the future. If you're enjoying the series, remember to keep on hitting that like button so that I know people want to see more. But until then, thanks a lot for watching. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. Captain's Making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. Fire on it for science! Ah yes, a direct... Oh no, look, it's coming for us! Quick, run away! I think it attacked us. I think we may have taken a bit of damage, not too much. There's another one, look. We better get back in a firing arc. Oh,